Tony here to drive us around. And I've got one more person I need to introduce you to, my co-host for the tour. You might know him as the host of The Tonight Show. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guide.
Leanne.
And the greatest driver.
Driver Tony.
You're the best. I love them. Even though
Leanne.
owes me $5.
Wait, what?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right. We have safety rules to go over first, so please listen up. If you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, drop something of value off the side of the tram, or have any sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red emergency cord. Runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram. I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. The studio is on private property, so if at any time during the tour you drop your phone, just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord, remain seated. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour, and be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. Hold on to your belongings, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And finally, for your safety and everyone's around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board. All right, here we go. We're moving on down the movie timeline. On our right, we'll see that timeline. It starts with the year 1914. That's when we first started filming on this land. But just a year later, in 1915, is when we officially opened the doors to Universal Studios. That was this year. We are 111 years old. All these movie posters are passing by. Just like a small sampling, a best-ofs, if you will, of the thousands upon thousands of movies we produced over the 111 years. We can also see on our left the brand new roller coaster set to open very, very soon, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I do not have the official date, but trust me, as soon as I have the official opening date, I will be telling everybody I know. I am still waiting as well, but they've been doing some test drives. It looks insane, and I do know for sure it will be this summer, so that's what I know, right? So keep your eyes peeled if you're excited about the opening of Hollywood Drift. Check our socials. Hopefully very, very soon we'll be getting that official date. On our right, we're going to be passing something kind of unexpected, a fire station. This is not a set. Back in 1915, when we were founded by Carl Laemmle, he had the dream of creating an entire city dedicated to the art of filmmaking. So that's what he did. He created Universal City. We have a zip code, fire station, post office, sheriff station. The main difference, though, is we do not have permanent residents or an active movie studio lot, right? So we don't want to get in the way of the public trying to live their lives. We also don't want the public getting in the way of us trying to film our projects. So it's like a win-win situation. But because we're a real city, we're very large. We're boasting over 400 acres of land, and that makes us one of the largest movie studio lots in the world, certainly the largest in Los Angeles. And we're about to take a look at it. Now, I mentioned we turned 111 this year. We're also celebrating 100 years of NBC. Universal Studios is part of NBC Universal, one of the world's leading entertainment companies, which includes Universal Pictures, Focus Features, Peacock, and NBC Television. This year, NBC is celebrating its 100th anniversary, from trailblazing radio and television to launching The Today Show, The Voice, Saturday Night Live, The Office, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, and every beloved show in between. NBC has been the home of entertainment, news, and sports for an entire century, and we're celebrating the network all year long. With that, we are officially entering the back lot. If you look to the left, you're going to see these very large buildings with the numbers painted on the side, sound stages. We actually got an elephant tour halfway open on stage 10 here. But this is where most of filming happens, inside of sound stages like these. About 80% of filming happens in sound stages. And that's because we get full control over a situation inside. We can create pretty much any environment we want. Indoors, outdoors, imaginary. Now, these are actually a bit on the smaller side. We typically use these for our scripted TV shows. We'll see some much larger ones down the road here. But for example, 8 and 7 at the end of this row is where we filmed all 4 seasons of the Peacock original series, Bel-Air, which is that dramatic retelling of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, starring Jabari Banks, Ali Sheldon, and Coco Jones. Around the corner, we're going to see a much larger soundstage, though, stage 14. They did also use this for Bel-Air. This is where, at one point in time, the Bel-Air Academy was set up, and then I think at one point they even put the mansion that they lived in there. But also, one of my favorite movies filmed in there, Jurassic Park. Remember that scene in Jurassic Park where they're up in the tree and they get sneezed on by the Brachiosaur? That happened right here in stage 14. Looks like they've got an elephant door open as well on the side. Very large soundstage, right? So very large sets are going in there. For example, if you're a fan of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey, that big snowy mountain that the Grinch lived in, that was built in stage 14. Or for my scary movie fans, some of John Carpenter's The Thing filmed in there. They actually refrigerated the inside so you could see the actor's breath on screen without taking them to an actual arctically cold location. Now, not everything we're going to see back here is a soundstage, because remember, we've got over 400 acres of land to work with. So we're going to see lots of office spaces, crafting spaces. Pretty much every aspect of filmmaking is happening here on the back lot these days. And we've been working on a lot of different productions, lots of new directors we're working with as well. And we've got a brand new director that we really do enjoy working with, James the Minion. Thank you, James. That was very insightful. We'll even see some of his crewmen coming up on our right side. Say hello to the minions there. Now, we're also going to see something kind of cool on our left side, this collection of trailers here. This is what we call base camp. And this could be anything from hair and makeup trailers to personal trailers for the actors to restrooms, anything you might need if you're not on set. You're going to be back here at base camp, taking a break, changing into your next costume, whatever you need to do. And the stages on our right here, 18 and 19, is where we're working on the second season of The Paper, that spin-off series of The Office, starring Donald Gleason, Chelsea Fry, Oscar Nunez, a whole bunch of other really funny people. And we also use stage 19 for the brand new Peacock series 5-Star Weekend, starring Jennifer Garner, about that influencer chef who is hosting a weekend away in Nantucket for some of her closest friends, based on a novel of the same name. I'm excited to find out more about that. I have not yet started watching, but it is now streaming on Peacock. On our left side, we're going to start passing by some bungalows, cute little tan buildings with the plants outside. Back in the 1950s and 60s, these were used as dressing rooms for some of the hottest stars in Hollywood. But like we just saw with the base camp a few moments ago, typically we're using trailers now. It's a little bit more mobile. We can move around the back lot to location shoots. We'll have everything we need right there in the trailer. So now the bungalows get used as office spaces. We have a lot of different production